Once the drone's hum faded, we extracted ourselves from the mud. Gross, Natalie muttered, smearing clay into her hairline. Functional, I corrected, scanning the two silent woods. We need to move. That drone will circle back. Or maybe it found what it was looking for, Natalie said darkly, checking her stun baton. Elias, if there are insurgents out here. I kept my face neutral. Let's just focus on New Jersey. We marched until dusk, settling in the rusted skeleton of an old electrical substation. We sat in the gloom, eating nutrient bars that tasted like chalk, shoulders touching. You were good back there, Natalie said softly. With the mud, you thought fast. I've watched a lot of movies, I lied. Predator, classic. Her chuckle was a warm sound. You and your ancient history, when you covered me, I didn't feel fear. She turned to me, her golden eyes luminous in the starlight, the grime on her face unable to hide her noble features. Her large hand cupped my cheek, her thumb stroking my skin, rough but gentle. I felt safe, she confessed. Is that strange? You are so small, so fragile, but in that moment you felt like a fortress. Guilt twisted in my gut. She loved the protector, not knowing his skills came from a year of blowing drones just like that one out of the sky. I'm not a fortress, Nat, I said, my voice hoarse. Just a guy trying not to fail a test. You are more than that, she insisted, leaning in. The space between us vanished. She smelled of earth, sweat, and the spicy cinnamon of Shil'vati pheromones. You are the man who crossed stars to be with me. She kissed me then, not frantic, but slow, heavy with emotion. Her lips were soft, her taste intoxicating. I kissed her back, my hand tangling in her hair. For a moment there was no war, no empire, no insurgency, just us. She shifted, pulling me into her lap as if I were a child. It was a Shil'vati instinct to hold the male, to encompass him. I rested my head against her chest, listening to the powerful rhythm of her hearts. A deep, vibrating purr started in her chest, a subconscious sound of contentment that rattled my own ribs. Elias, she murmured against my hair, when we get to the academy, we'll build a life. Yeah, I whispered, closing my eyes against the stinging truth. A life. A branch cracked right outside the concrete walls. Natalie's purr cut off. Her body turned to stone beneath me. Stay here, she breathed, moving me off her lap and grabbing her stun baton. Nat, no, I whispered, grabbing her wrist. We evade. Only one exit, she signaled with her eyes. They come in, we're trapped, I'll draw them off. Before I could stop her, she ghosted toward the crumbling entrance, stupidly brave. I scrambled up, pulling my real knife, the one I wasn't supposed to have, and crept into the shadows behind her. Natalie stepped into the moonlight. Identify yourself, she commanded, her voice dropping into the imperious tone of nobility. A silhouette stepped from the brush, holding a cobbled-together kinetic rifle, then another, and a third, human bandits. Well, look at that, the leader rasped, leveling his rifle at Natalie's chest. A purple, all alone. I am Natalie Racton, she said without flinching. Lower your weapon, and I will show you mercy. The man laughed an ugly sound. Mercy don't put food on the table, but you might fetch a nice price. He racked the slide of his rifle. Natalie tensed to spring, but she was outgunned. 3 rifles to 1 baton, she was going to die. From the shadows, I had a clear line to him. But to move with the lethal efficiency of the Emperor would expose me to her. If I hesitated, she would die. His finger tightened on the trigger.
Want to keep the flame ignited without having to wait for the next part? You can find the full, tantalizing tale on our main page. See the link in the description.